Have you ever asked yourself, why do my relationships always end the same way? Why do you feel unseen, unheard, or like you're constantly losing yourself in love? You try so hard to make it work. You give, you adapt, you wait. But somehow, something always feels off. Something always breaks. And sometimes, that something is you. Carl Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." So maybe it's not fate that your love life keeps hurting you. Maybe it's unhealed parts of you steering the wheel. Today, I want to walk you through 7 powerful don'ts from Jungian psychology. 7 hidden traps that destroy relationships before they even begin. Not by what you do, but by what you carry. Let's begin. 1. Don't chase wholeness in another. Emotional diagnosis. You enter relationships hoping they'll make you feel better about your past, your pain, your worth. You want someone to complete you, because being alone with your brokenness feels unbearable. Right. This is the abandonment of the self. Jung believed we spend our lives trying to reclaim the parts of us we lost in childhood, and often we chase those pieces through romantic partners. We project salvation onto them. But no one can be your healer, your parent, and your partner all at once, and when they can't complete you, you feel betrayed, you feel abandoned, again. You must seek wholeness within. Journal, reflect, sit in your solitude. Ask, what do I expect them to fix in me? Then begin tending to that part yourself. You are not a half, you are whole, even in your pain. The right love will never be your missing piece, it will be your mirror. 2. Don't project your shadow. You keep attracting people who trigger you, who seem selfish, cold, demanding, and yet you can't stay away from them. Jung taught us about the shadow, the parts of ourselves we suppress, deny, or reject. What we don't accept in ourselves, we project onto others. So when someone annoys you, look again. That trait might be a disowned piece of you. You sabotage relationships. You blame. You lash out. You lose good people over traits you refuse to face in yourself. Do shadow work. List what annoys you most in others. Then ask, where do I do this, even subtly? What wound is this reaction protecting? You can't love others deeply until you meet your own darkness. Because love doesn't just accept the light, it integrates the shadow. 3. Don't avoid your inner wounds. You keep falling for emotionally unavailable partners. You chase love. You overgive. You feel invisible, again and again. This is the inner child at work. Unresolved childhood wounds, like rejection, neglect, or conditional love, become your subconscious relationship blueprint. You're not choosing partners, you're choosing familiar pain. You get stuck in the same emotional story. You love people who remind you of those who hurt you, not because you like it, but because your brain is trying to finish the story, trying to win love where you once lost it. Heal the wound first. Write letters to your inner child. Speak affirmations that were never spoken to you. Choose partners from your healing, not your history. You're not repeating mistakes, you're replaying memories. But now, you can choose to stop. 4. Don't mistake intensity for connection. The highs feel electric, the lows feel crippling. But you can't quit the cycle. You tell yourself, that must be passion. Jung warned us about emotional complexes, unconscious emotional clusters from our past. They get activated when someone mirrors our trauma. That magnetic feeling isn't fate. It's your trauma recognizing itself. You confuse adrenaline with love. Stability feels boring, so you chase chaos again and again. Learn to identify nervous system triggers. Ask, does this feel exciting or unsafe? Find peace. Learn to trust calmness. Rewire your idea of connection. Real love won't set you on fire. It will hold you. Warm, steady, grounding. It won't overwhelm your nervous system. It will soothe it. 5. Don't surrender identity for attachment. You lose yourself in relationships. You become who they want, who they need, while abandoning your own needs. Right. Jung called this the persona, the social mask we wear to be accepted. But in love, too many people wear the mask until they forget who's underneath. You feel unseen, unheard, unknown. Even when they love you, it's not you they love, it's the mask. Start reclaiming your truth. Ask yourself daily, what do I need right now? Set boundaries, speak your no, celebrate your yes. You deserve love for who you are, not for the role you perform. Stop shrinking, show up fully. 6. Don't fear solitude. You dread being alone. Silence feels suffocating. You rush into relationships to escape the echo of your own thoughts. We've been conditioned to see singleness as failure, but Jung said solitude is where the self is met. Without it, we confuse connection with escape. You settle, you cling, you say yes to people who aren't even close to what you need, just to avoid the discomfort of empty space. Learn the art of sacred solitude. Take yourself on dates, write, walk, sit with discomfort, because solitude isn't loneliness, it's meeting yourself again. The one who can sit alone in their truth is the one who never begs for company and lies. 7. Don't confuse love with control. You try to fix them. You manage their moods. You walk on eggshells, thinking if I just love them better, they'll change. Right? That's not love. That's control. It's a trauma pattern born from fear of loss. Jung said, where love rules, there is no will to power. Real love isn't about changing someone. It's about accepting them or walking away. You burn out. You lose yourself. You stay longer than you should and lose years trying to save someone who didn't want saving. Let go. Let others be who they are. You're not responsible for their healing. You're only responsible for your peace. You don't need to be a savior to be loved. Let go of control, and love might finally have space to grow. Final reflection. If you've recognized yourself in any of these patterns, you're not broken. You're not weak. You're human, shaped by wounds, wired by childhood, and repeating what's familiar. But Jung's greatest lesson was this: healing doesn't come by perfecting the self, but by making room for all of it. The light, the shadow, the fear, the longing. So stop asking, why do they hurt me? And start asking, what part of me still believes this is all I deserve? Because the truth is, you deserve love that doesn't come with conditions. You deserve peace that isn't earned through pain. You deserve to choose yourself. Now I want to hear from you. Which of the 7 don'ts hit you the hardest? Leave a comment below. Your story might help someone else find clarity. And if you're ready to do the inner work, the next video will walk you through exactly how to start your healing, step by step. No shame, no judgment. Just you, finally meeting yourself. Because before love can find you, you have to stop abandoning you.